but there's a certain cohort that was stuck in time, and you know, like even in the conversations ukisikia hata vile wanaongea na comments zao, you I mean, it constantly comes out, and I think
Mika is right. I don't know if it's so much about what Ocha. I think it's just for all of us, it's all your background, which yes, how you were raised, and your belief system. Since it's already entrenched in you, then you come over here, and then Mika's right. One thing that happens, you freeze in time, because you have that disconnect.
Pia tukisema tu kweli, millennials actually kwa hizi generations zetu zote ukiangalia, millennials na boomers are the most tribalistic.
No, you mean millennials and X?
No, boomers. So at least wakona X, wakona kanini, X wakona kabampa, cause X walikuwa ndo X wengi ni most X ndo walikuwa ni watoto wa urban rural migration.
And I think a lot of people who put Ruto into power were millennials. You know, like, I'm sorry to say, it was my generation. It was millennials. Those are the ones who are excited. You know, like we were seeing them online with these UDA shirts. And it was all the way even up at diaspora. I mean, right now, what wameingia gizani, wameingia chini ya maji, but we know who they are.
Lakini pia tukisema tu kweli, millennials actually kwa hizi generations zetu zote ukiangalia, millennials na boomers are the most tribalistic.
No, you mean millennials and X?
No, boomers. So at least wakona X, wakona kanini, X wakona kabampa, cause X walikuwa ndo X wengi ni most X ndo walikuwa ni watoto wa urban rural migration, like wa kwanza. So there was a lot of intermixing with them and nini, at least were interchange. Millennials kina sisi ndo tunasema kasi ndo second generation ya urban rural migration. And sisi, unfortunately, cause tulianza kuvote when from 2002, right? From 2002, and then after that, tuliingia at a very bad tribal cocoon. If you just look around us, even at upper diaspora and nini, you will see how much tribalistic we are, as Wangeshi said. It's usually the guys, the older than us, our parents, who didn't know anything different than us. Na sisi, the younger, they're younger kids, not their older kids. Si tuko na tribalism ingine mbaya sana.
Okay, yeah. So sawa. So
it's Wawero not Wangeshi.
Yeah. So I can see hapa Wawero is tuned in, and also Sasha Spice Africa says shaking it off is hard because the diaspora has failed us for as long as they meet politicians. They don't care what is happening back home. Some of the US groups I am in, some men older than my dad can't reason beyond tribe, and that is where the problem is. What they can't believe is that we millennials cannot be compromised. That was our mission. Gen Zs took over by facing the guns. Gen Alpha will have it better than all of us because they are not tribal, and we have made the way for them. Africa will be free soon with the integration between us and the black diaspora coming back to Africa to invest. When we suffered to get licenses because they were for Asians and Europeans, but now even African Americans and Caribbeans are coming back. Believe me, we are so close, and I am telling you as someone who brings a lot of African American and Caribbean investors to Africa, things are shifting at a very fast rate, and politicians are so worried. We shall be free so soon, but the elderly diaspora must stop funding tribalism. It is also hard to save hungry people. Right now, almost every African I know has a business, and that is our power because we are becoming financially stable in Africa to be able to free ourselves. So quite optimistic comments there. Now, you know, like some truths there about the diaspora, because I think the problem that happens in the diaspora sometimes is that kuna watu wanatoka na hiyo kabila Kenya and then they freeze in time, because when you come here you freeze in time.
Yes.
So this is how you left things, and especially these ones who haven't traveled back home for a long time, they have a tendency to sometimes be the most potent when it comes to mambo za ukabila na nini, because they are frozen in a certain time. They expect you to because you have a certain name to behave in a certain way. Yeah.
Unakwanga politically correct.
Hey, Mika usichome.
Okay, Mika, say it the way it would be said on the ground.
Ni watu wa Ocha ndo wanazo tabia.
Ay.
Okay.
Mika yawa. Umesema ati watu wa Thika ni? Sorry.
Vile kwa politically correct ni watu wa Ocha ndo wanazo tabia. Si ati stuck in time. Wametoka na ukabila yao kutoka pale wametoka. Wamekuja Amerika. Unajua kitu moja tu usahau ni nini? You can turn yourself into an African American. Unaweza turn uonge kama African American everything. Wanasema you can take the girl out of the village but you can't take the village out of the girl. Something like that, right?
Yes.
The fact is how you are bringing, it's just like in America, right? We thought there was a lot of diversity to Mezoiana and everything, but then how you are brought up, dinner table conversations are coming to show up right now. Racism didn't go away, it was just silent. It's the same thing with us. Tribalism didn't go away just because you're in America, it was just silent. But now you've gotten a chance to show it off. You're showing it off as brightly as you can.
So that was Mika's opinion. Your comment ya watu wa Ocha.
So unasema si comment ya OneMicShow.
Has nothing to do with the OneMicShow. That is Mika's opinion. That is Mika's opinion.
Me I stick na watu wa Thika, but endelea.
But there's a certain cohort that was stuck in time, and like even in the conversations ukisikia hata vile wanaongea na comments zao, you I mean it constantly comes out, and I think
Mika is right. I don't know if it's so much about watu wa Ocha. I think it's just for all of us, it's all your background, which how you were raised, and your belief system. Since it's already entrenched in you, then you come over here, and then Mika's right. One thing that happens, you freeze in time, because you have that disconnect. Unless you go home and reconnect, and then you get your wires, connected or disconnected from when you left, and then they are connected again. Deprogrammed, whatever you want to call it, right? Unless you have that touching the earth every X amount of time, at least a year, you really disconnect, because it's a very fast-paced, changing environment, and that whole tribalism thing, it's going away, because if you see like the younger kids, the younger generations right now, tribe for them is not, they don't even know what is that thing called tribe.
They don't see the benefit of tribe. They don't see the value of
they don't speak the languages.
When the tribe doesn't take care of them.
They've seen the negative side of tribalism, but on the other not so nice part about what's happening is that they're losing the languages, they're losing the culture, and they're losing so it's a mixed bag here and there.
But the thing is this: how do you value the culture? And something about culture. When you want to preserve culture, you have to show the kids what value are they getting in maintaining our culture. What are they seeing? Like you see, like right now, one thing I like about this generation is they're so immersed into music. They're so immersed into music that to a point whereby they're going back to their roots in themselves. We saw with urban tone walirudi kwa gengeton, kwa muziki ya kitambo wakati wa ngoma huko. We are seeing the house music guys, they're going back to Kikuyu songs, all Kikuyu folk for songs wanarudi huko. If you're looking at the urban disco, urban blues music, wanarudi kwa ngoma za Kijaluo na they're going back to the culture they're looking for. So musically, they're trying to maintain their culture. In other aspects, they're doing rurashios, koitos, nyombos all over the place. Like they're taking in that tradition. They've brought back matatu culture as it was. They're enjoying that. They're going back to their culture. They're nitpicking. What they're not picking from their culture is the Mutuetu narrative. Right? Okay. Because this Mutuetu is not helping me in any way. This Mutuetu is actually harming me. Because they know, they're looking at things that this is the most stressed out generation. There's the most stressed out generation because they have nothing waiting for them. Like Wanandalevi, they're seeing the future is bleak. Because if I can wake up and see my older brother still struggling to look for work, and I'm behind him in Akuja, what hope do you think I have?
All right.
And he's not missing work juni mjinga, ako sawa ana kila kitu. So before we blame them on how they're missing of culture, what is culture giving back to them?
Okay, that's a very good point.
Wow.
Now